post your string. All right.
It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Will kick this deep to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here's the handoff. He gets loose. And the one moves the ball to the 33. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down. We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. He shreds the tackle. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Nowhere to run up the middle. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games have become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe when you get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this, really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in.
Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. He's got the first and still going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and the start of the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Muscles past the defender. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Run it out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. The quarterbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The sure hands, it's Booker. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. The pass rush closing in. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw again. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And the back now goes in motion. And it's a direct snap.
That nigga ain't even smooth 94.
They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Shotgun formation here on third down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
On third and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it here. Running with purpose. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll hand it off.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
That's going to be enough for the 1st down, and just as you would expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do. Let's see how well they defend it.
That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. He'll throw it now. And this pass is on target, caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. He breaks free. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Hit as he released it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Lawson. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And there's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to throw here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
LSU did in the championship.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out.
Top them just like that.
Faith in this kicker. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with the miss, we remain tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Bachmeier. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but not before he gains the 1st down. The screenplay works.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
Fights through a tackle. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank out the tempo.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
That's some bullshit.
Intercepted. Brought down after a short
I lost the ball.
Pick sets up his offense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Takes the toss and heads left.
Won't move.
But a solid gain there on the ground.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. A dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
There we go.
The pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows you to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to throw. It's Bachmeyer. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down to the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. Oh, he's lost the ball. The defense has it. Off and running.
Ain't no way in the hell that off the advantage.
A huge defensive score. Potential momentum shift as they scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Ducks. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. He spotted at the 19. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lawson. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made in space. Look out. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He lets it rip. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Just all-around great defense here. Everybody's covered downfield. Really, the quarterback doesn't have anywhere to go. He tries to force it in before the ball can get thrown downfield. How about the big man getting up, climbing a ladder, and knocking that ball away?
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, LSU. They were not going to catch him that time.
Somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Keeping it on the ground here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Dropping back. It's Parkmeyer. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. He's hit just before the throw. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just
number
short
35.
of the 25.
Oh, my.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Heading left after the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. The Ducks bring their punt team on the field. And he'll kick it out for the 2nd time. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now here's the toss play. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. It's hard running there through a tackle. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he steps at it to reaching the 30. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks an open space. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive, a little more urgency.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Running out of time in the pocket. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Here comes a handoff. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He'll field the punt. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. Scanning the field. It's Bachmeier. Looking to scramble. After all, that looks deep left. Catch made wide open way downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28.
31-28.
Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between 2 really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these 2 teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks. Pick six could be a game changer. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
LSU 31.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's what a catch. Touchdown, LSU, to put them on top now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
BAT puts them up 3. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Ducks come to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Powers through. Gets to the first and still running.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The back's got it.
Oh, shit.
Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. scanning the field. It's Bachmeier. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Look at that, he's still going. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go. Love to see the willingness of a corner who's not just out there to cover, but he's a complete corner. That's what he just displayed, an ability to come up, took the pitch on, and that's a loss for the offense.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Makes a quick grab. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
All right, it's a completed pass, but not enough to get the ball into the end zone, so you got a 4th down, trailing by 3. To me, Chris, a real pivotal point in this game. Does the coach kick the field goal to the tie, or does he go for it to take the lead,
man, yeah, crazy.
Well, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
The LSU offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Gets some space and on the 30. Breaks free in the clear.
Like, you love that shit. We just explained to you them niggas do not move. And you still do it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller is setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He has nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Wants to throw it. Looking deep for late game heroics. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a two-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. Pounding away with the run game. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their
So already back out in the whole fucking second half.
In a very big spot here. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's Bachmeier. He's got a crossing route. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Booker.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offense coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Moves out of the pocket.
All the way.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
What I
Man,
do?
the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And it's caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. That's reeled in. It's Booker. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He pulls in the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Duck toss it to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Bachmeyer.
The fuck? He just...
Looking downfield near the end zone.
This nigga ran 10-yard backwards.
Consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game.
Then went up there.